Imagine waking up tomorrow, stretching your arms and realizing you can't lift them. Actually, you can't lift your head or your eyelids. The Earth hasn't changed its shape, but overnight it decided to bulk up. It is now the size of Jupiter. Welcome to the super-Earth. Specifically, we are keeping Earth's density, rock and iron, but inflating it to Jupiter's radius. That's 11 times wider. What happens to you, your house, and civilization? Well, spoiler alert, it's mostly squishing. Let's do some quick napkin math before we die. Gravity depends on two things, mass and radius. Since our new Earth is 11 times wider, its volume, and therefore its mass, is about 1,300 times greater. But because you are now 11 times farther from the center, gravity doesn't increase by 1,300. It scales linearly. Result? The surface gravity is now 11 Gs. If you weigh 70 kilograms right now on Jupiter Earth, you weigh 770 kilograms. Imagine carrying a small car on your back. Always. Even while you sleep. Especially while you sleep. So, can you stand up? No. Your leg bones would snap instantly under the weight of your own torso. But let's say you're lying down to distribute the weight. You're still in trouble. Your heart is a muscle designed to pump blood against 1 G. At 11 Gs, blood becomes as heavy as liquid mercury. Your heart tries to pump, but it simply isn't strong enough to push blood up to your brain. You pass out within seconds. Also, breathing. Your chest muscles need to lift the weight of your rib cage and the air pressure to expand your lungs. They fail. Effectively, you are being suffocated by your own skin. Okay, Bob is gone, but what about his apartment? Modern skyscrapers are engineering marvels designed to hold their own weight plus wind and people. They are not designed to hold 11 times their own weight. The structural steel at the bottom of the Empire State Building would buckle like a wet noodle. Concrete creates a pile of dust. Bridges snap instantly. Within 1 minute, every city on Earth is flattened into a layer of rubble about 10 meters high. The only things that survive are perhaps the pyramids because, well, they're already piles of rocks. Good job, pharaohs. It gets worse. Let's talk about the air. With 11 times the gravity, the atmosphere gets pulled down tight against the surface. The air pressure at sea level skyrockets. The air becomes so dense it feels more like swimming in warm soup than walking. And warm is an understatement. Compressing gas generates heat. As the atmosphere collapses, the temperature shoots up. We aren't just crushed, we are pressure cooked. Water boils instantly? No, actually, high pressure raises the boiling point, so the oceans might remain liquid but become incredibly hot, compressed, and terrifyingly calm because waves take too much energy to form. Finally, the planet itself gives up. Planets are round because gravity pulls everything to the center. Mountains are just bumps that resist this pull. On Jupiter Earth, rock isn't strong enough to support Mount Everest, or even a small hill. Mountains would slump and flow like slow honey, trying to reach a perfect sphere. Volcanoes would erupt everywhere as the interior pressure forces magma out. Eventually, the crust creates a perfectly smooth, hot, rocky sphere. And the moon? It's within the Roche limit now. The tidal forces rip it apart, creating a beautiful ring system of debris that rains down meteors on our flattened, scorched world. So if Earth were the size of Jupiter, you would be crushed, overheated, suffocated, and then buried under a collapsing mountain while watching the moon explode. It's a very thorough way to ruin a Tuesday. Maybe we should be grateful for our small, low-gravity rock. It's not much, but at least my blood can reach my brain. If you liked this heavy thought experiment, hit that like button. You don't need 11 Gs to do it, just a light tap. And subscribe for more ways to destroy Bob.